crap. What is that? I have to play with it down or just like 3 notches up. That's why I put these Fender knobs with the numbers on them so I could actually see what I'm doing. That's why I rebuilt the bridge with shims cut from picks for bass picks in the bridge, because this thing couldn't play right until I did that. I had to put shims in this bridge using little pieces of this red Tortex, and it's the right width to go between the saddles. And then for the 2 outer pieces to put pressure on the saddles to stay in a uniform and stop migrating, a uniform straight position like a straight set of teeth, I had to trim a thicker Dunlop pick that had some serrated surface to it and knock that down in with a punch very neatly so I didn't scratch anything into the bridge to align it. Now that's kind of a lot of work to have to do, really. It should have just had a hip shot bridge, you know, and the problem would be over, but it's $400. And, you know, that's, you know, this brand new guitar, just got it 2 days ago. My girlfriend got it for me at the Great House of Guitars in Rochester, New York. And I've been messing with it, and I just started playing it today because I'd been working on it to get it playable all that time. And it started with the back all the way forward. I tightened everything. I cleaned, blew these out, and I used some of that expensive stuff my uncle gave me for cleaning soundboards. It's like $53 a can. He said it's the only thing to clean pots with unless you know, grease them from the back or whatever. I do pots this way. I blow them out, clean them by hand, blow them out, or get out the gunk that I can, and then I spray that stuff they use on the soundboards, and it's like $50 to $60 a bottle. But that stuff goes down and penetrates, cleans out the garbage from the bottom of the pot, and you can wipe it up, and you will see the grime come out. You'll clear there's no more scratch on my, that was bothering me. A scratchy pot on a new guitar is like, not giving me the most confidence there. The pickups I lowered down, they were way too close to the strings. And the front pickup, look at it, it's still cockeyed. Like, I can't, you know, I got to take that all out and bend the tabs and do all that. Right now, I don't play the neck pickup enough to worry about that. And speaking of pickups, this needs a better pickup. It needs, you know, well, in a perfect world, I would put the Abasi or the Fishman, the Tim Henson one, or whatever his thing is, because he always knows what he's doing with tone, and so does Tosin Abasi. I mean, they're both great prog metal masters. And you let me know in the comments, are you a Henson or an Abasi guy? I mean, I'm both, but Tosin, yeah, I like the Seymour Duncan pickups back in the day too. I mean, Tosin, watch that Guitar Center or Seymour Duncan channel non-music convention, like 2017, 16, 15. When he started playing for Ibanez, but he had those Seymour Duncan pickups in there, and that song Waves of Babies. You will hear some of the sickest shredding, Tosin Abasi. I mean, I just don't see him shred like that anymore. I did on the tour with Yngwie and everybody. That was, you know, I saw him on that. That was great. We're getting off topic, but he got me in the H strings, so it's not off topic. And I had two before. I had an Ibanez and a Schecter. Both were nicer than this, but you know, times got tough. I needed guitar, and then I got my endorsement, got my signature model, my pink Mofo Americans. That's where I get the pink guitar, the RJM Scorcher here. And that's my this is my model. And I said I want a hip shot bridge. He suggested the EMG passive. I made my own crazy tone knob on this one. just so it doesn't get in the way. And this has got a high altitude mahogany body with a quilted maple top, and this one has all ebony inlay, stainless steel frets, a really good Canadian type of maple with a stripe and nice neck, and of course locking tuners from Godo, an LSR roller knot, and Graph Tech saddles, and I would like to have the Graph Tech ratio tuners on this 8-string, and the Graph Tech saddles on this, or a bridge would be fantastic. They had an 8-string, I don't think they do, but I know I'll end up having to buy 2 packs though, that's the thing, but whatever. Or yeah, I mean, I'd have to buy 2 packs of saddles, but you know, it's not gonna hurt to have a few of those laying around, since these are the same size as my old, the width is my old Fender ones, so I could use them on another guitar. So yeah, definitely it's gonna need Graph Tech back here. It's gonna need either the LSR nut or Graph Tech nut. This thing they're using, I put some nut sauce in there, that lubricant, to keep binding from happening. It helps more when you have a trem and you're not using locking like a Floyd system. And you know what I mean by that is, you know, this Kramer, my second in command here, my first being my Mofo, and then this is my custom Kramer Beretta Special that came out. I call it the Blamer. And it is set up perfect. And getting back to setups, to get this guitar to play like a guitar that's at least double its price range, if not more, I don't know, double probably street value, whatever. But I got a great deal on that. I got a deal on that, so I got lucky. But this one here, the neck I got completely flat with only a slight turn. When I put my straight edge on here, I took the relief out of the neck by a little righty-tighty on the truss rod. So I did remove the truss rod plate and turn the old truss rod a couple, you know, a smidge, an RCH to the right, a little righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and got that popped out. I got this thing with the guitar, the Shark tuner. Love it on an 8-string, because you gotta check your tuning all the time with these tuning pegs. These tuning pegs suck. Sorry to say it. I had to call Jackson yesterday and tell him 2 of them are slipping. And look at the mounting job on them. Ooh, yikes. I don't know if that's, it really can't be for the top aesthetics, because that's just straight holes going through the top. Why would it matter? The things on the back though, I mean, the back of the tuning machines look, they're just not even perpendicular like to each other, or they're running parallel to each other, or perpendicular to a 90-degree angle, I mean, of the nut slot. I mean, they just look like, I put guitars together for people that look like a V'ger or a Kiesel compared to this, you know. The neck, the finish on the back of the neck was left unfinished. I like that they did that. Thank you for not spraying polyurethane on the, or you know, the whatever else is popular, not polyurethane but nitro. Like, they shot my guitar with nitro, my signature model, and I just took like a green, I have even a lighter pad than the green scouring pad, and I just go on the neck with that until it gets a satiny smooth finish. And this one I might just go ahead and use the rougher one. I'm not going to get the sandpaper out. I did for the Kramer though, because I made that neck, I actually planed it down on I had it on a jig and flattened it more on the back, and then smoothed the radius back. I turned it into like a wizard neck from an Ibanez, and did my own thinning of the neck and adjusting of the truss rod accordingly, and that thing is superb, superb. I mean, with a Floyd Rose, I mean, with a fulcrum, something needs to, you know, the strings, it's in a constant state of flux of Floyd Rose. People don't understand. The strings and the springs are in a constant battle with each other, and the knife points are where the two posts are that the bridge pivots on, you know, should be oiled and never turned with a load on it of tension, because you're going to grind it and you're going to get a notchy Floyd. So you want to never do that. And I slightly angle my Floyd so that the intonation is good. As long as the intonation is good, I slightly slant it so that my higher strings, it tapers on an angle from low to high. This with a real Floyd would be awesome once you got it set up, and then you mitigate all the tuning peg issues by having just a locking nut up here. And then if it had just one, it does need the tone knob. Dear God, it needs the tone knob on an 8-string, and just a volume, tone, and one pickup in the back. Save the money, put it into at least a like DiMarzio off-brand, like something DiMarzio makes. Like I have a Fernandez that when I opened it up, the pick said DiMarzio USA on all of them, but on the outside it looked like a Fernandez pickup. So, you know, if a company made one good pickup for this guitar, it had a Floyd Rose and just the two knobs, and thin the neck out a little bit and lengthen the horn here a little so it doesn't dip, so it stays up. That's another thing you have to think about with the weight of this. You know, you start loading up the headstock with shit, and the whole guitar's going, and you want that thing up, because I learned that on a phone call with Robert Fripp. My friend Nicholas Galusis is the chair of guitar at the Eastman School of Music, and he said, let me call my friend Robert, he plays a Les Paul as well. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, hi, how you doing? He's like, this is Robert. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Robert who? And he said, I said, you sound familiar. He goes, Robert Fripp. I'm like, King Crimson Robert Fripp? And he's like, yeah. He's like, get on a stool, put your guitar on your knee, and your foot up on like the bottom peg or somewhere where you're comfortable playing like a classical guitar. And then have a person come behind you and tighten the strap. It sounds weird. I don't want anybody coming behind you, but I mean like a person help tighten your strap so when you stand up, it's the same height as when you're sitting down. And that's the key to not getting carpal tunnel. So a lot of guitarists don't know that. So I hope people listen all the way through a 15-minute video. I doubt they will. But if they do make it to the end, maybe you will have learned something, and then we'll both be happy. So have a great day, and I'll see you later. Pink Metal Guitar signing off. Bye, guys.